Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Joey D. This is Joey D's Golfing Journey, the podcast. Hey, we got some stuff to talk about, in the ramblings of what is my journey in golf and what's going on in the world of golf. So, my last podcast that I did, I talked about Brooks Koepka. Back on the PGA Tour, and as I'm recording this, he is like halfway through his first round, and I think he was one over at last check. But like I said, I think it's a good thing that Brooks Koepka is back on the PGA Tour, although he doesn't offer much in personality. And believe me, I saw him between the ropes at the Travelers Championship, especially on the Pro-Am day that I was, because I worked there. I volunteered every year. When I say he didn't offer much in personality, he just didn't. And quite the opposite was, I could say, for Bryson DeChambeau, who, my God, was so good with his amateur partners. It was, I couldn't believe it. But now another announcement, and I don't know if I would call this a major announcement. Patrick Reed, he is not going back to live, and he wants to come back to the PGA Tour, but it looks like he's not going to be eligible to come back until, I think, August. Somebody told me September, but I thought I heard August. Maybe it's the end of August, beginning of September. I don't really know. What do you guys think about that? About Patrick Reed coming back? He was always like the villain, right? Always the villain. There was that one moment of, what can I say? Where people were crazy about him when they were calling him Captain America during that Ryder Cup that one year. But I mean, let's face it, the guy's been caught cheating. I don't know how many times, and a lot of fellow competitors don't like him. And I don't know anything about him. I just know what I saw, what I see on TV and what I read. But I will say, I really believe the dominoes are falling now for Live Golf. Now, granted, Dustin Johnson just signed a new multi-year contract, but did anybody really expect Dustin Johnson to come back? That dude is like, give me my sunglasses, give me my freaking tropical drinks, let me, hang out with my hot wife, and I don't know, ride around in my boat and just live the good life. That's what DJ's about now. And I don't think his mind is focused on major championships or anything anymore. I think he's just, grabbed a whole bunch of money, just grabbed a whole bunch more of money, and is happy enough to, have his resume that he does and ride off into the sunset on the Live Tour. But it'll be interesting to see what these guys do with their careers as they get towards like 50. So Phil Mickelson, when he turned 50, went out and played the Champions Tour and won the first two events he played pretty easily. I think he played 3 events and won 2 out of 3. And I think he would have dominated out there. But, the money on the Champions Tour is not there. It's not anywhere near the money that the guys are making on the PGA Tour, nor should it be, really. I mean, they don't get as many eyeballs. I mean, not as many people are interested. I love watching the Champions Tour, right? I'm 56, so a lot of the guys in the Champions Tour are guys that I were watching when they were in their prime. And chances are, if you're listening to me, you're around the same age and feel the same way. I can't believe it when I turn on the Champions Tour and I see like Ernie Els out there, and I'm like, and then I saw Tommy Gainey out there, Tommy Two Gloves Gainey. I'm like, when did that dude turn 50? And Tiger Woods, 50 years old now? Are you kidding me? I don't know, if Tiger Woods will ever play one round on the Champions Tour. I don't know if Tiger Woods will ever play again. I hope he does, but I mean, I don't know how much the human body can take, and his human body has taken a lot. So, got some cool things. Well, I think they're cool. I can't figure out the algorithm of YouTube I make videos that I think are going to be great and are going to perform well, and they bomb. And then I make other videos that whatever. I counted it today, as a matter of fact. I've made 180 videos. 18 of those videos, 18 out of 180, have gotten 1,000 views or more. A couple of them got 3,000, 4,000. I got one that's got almost 10,000. I didn't realize I had that many videos over 1,000 views, and I have 673 subscribers. So the count keeps going up, right? And I'm very close to the 3,000 watch hour level, that'll bring you to the first level of monetization. What does that mean? I don't know. I don't know what happens after that to make money on YouTube. That was never, I want to be clear, that was never my goal. It was never my goal to come out on YouTube and make money. But if it happens, why not? And the fact of the matter is I love doing it, and you don't fail at something until you quit. And that's the only time you fail. And when I make a video that's a stinker, to me, it's not a fail. It's just a way of learning how not to do something. There's my life coach. And by the way, I do have my life coaching certifications. I've got a fitness coach certification, health and nutrition, life coach certification. What do they mean? I don't know. Not much. I just took some classes and got certified. Because as some of you may or may not know, I'm also a big advocate of mental health awareness, because I myself suffer from obsessive compulsive disorder. So I make it my mission to scream from the rooftops about mental health awareness. And that I do. I actually have another podcast that I do. It's called My Brain, My Happiness. If you're ever in a mood to listen to something like that, go out and listen to some of them. You might get something out of them. And I always say, if I could always just help one person with my podcast, it's a success. And I make TikTok videos, trying to do motivational TikTok videos. And, I got like 1,500, like 1,250 followers on that. Again, not out there to make money. I have a 9-to-5 job that pays me well, and I work from home, and it allows me to be able to have the freedom and the flexibility to do things like this, in my downtime. So anyway, that's enough about, my other endeavors. So we talked about Brooks Koepka, we talked about Patrick Reed, talked about YouTube a little bit, and all the stuff I'm going on. I'm just doing a checklist in my head here. That's what I'm doing, right? So, all right. I want to give a shout out to some of my other fellow YouTube content creators out there. I got invited to join this group on this app that I had never heard of before, and you think I would have, because I'm in cybersecurity, but you think I would have heard of this, but it's called Discord, and looks like it's just kind of another messaging app. And I got invited into a group of golf creators, small creators, and we're all out there trying to support each other, making jokes with each other. I feel like I've developed some virtual friendships with guys out there. They're all supportive, and I just wanted to give a shout out to all of you guys out there in the Discord group. You know who you are. And I'm very excited to be doing a interview on Tuesday with a content creator, and I'm trying to get to the thing so I can make sure that I say his name properly. He's out of Oregon, and my God, I cannot find his. Okay, so I think it's Mike. His name is Mike, but I think it's Mike's Oregon Golf, or Oregon Golfer, or something like that. And you know what? I'm gonna look it up, because I feel like I should give him the proper credit out here to make sure Mike Golfs Oregon. So that is who I'm going to be doing an interview with. It's on his channel. So if you're not subscribed to Mike Golfs Oregon, go out there and subscribe. And he's got some really cool videos out there. And he actually has done these. He's actually done these interviews with other content creators that are out on Discord. And he's done interviews with just a whole cast of characters out there. And I'm looking forward to being one of them. And then hopefully I can have him on the podcast someday. The one thing I haven't done with this podcast is I haven't done it video-wise. And some people have said, hey, you should do your podcast and have the camera on, which I guess is cool, except that I don't, when I'm doing my podcast, I'm kind of just freeballing it out here. And I don't want to have to focus on looking at the camera and all that. Maybe as I get better and have more things to talk about, I'll do that. But right now, I just want to come out here and talk about golf in general, YouTube golf, the life of a small content creator. I tell you what, when you're out there, if you decide you're going to get into doing YouTube, right? It's important to find your niche. And for me, my niche was kind of like I don't want to say, I'm not even middle-aged, right? 56. I play all hybrid irons. And I like to work with a lot of direct-to-consumer stuff. So my niche was kind of when that went in that direction. And my most popular videos, and I'm going to do a shout out to Lazarus Golf, who's been a huge supporter of my channel. Most of my videos that get the good views are my reviews on like Lazarus golf equipment. BombTech sent me out some stuff, and their videos performed modestly well. I think BombTech needs to make a bigger presence for themselves out on social media. I mean, actually, I haven't even seen Lazarus pop across anything recently, but they were all over the place for the longest time. And you may or may not know, but a lot of the Lazarus commercials that come up, and they end with, "They've changed my game. Now let them change yours." That's right. It's me, Joey D. I've been used in about 3 or 4, I don't know how many, to be honest with you, of those promotional social media commercials. I call them commercials. I don't know what to call them. They're not on TV, but they do, come across social media all over the place. And a lot of them are me, at least 4 or 5 of them. And I just think it's so cool when that happens. I think it's cool when one of my subscribers are like, "Hey man, I was just on Instagram and you popped up doing a Lazarus commercial." And I may not have even seen it yet. And so I'll say, and I'll go looking for it and find it. And then be like, that's really cool. And they take my videos that I make, and I'm like, you can do whatever you want with them, because I'm not a professional editor or whatever. So they do some really cool editing with it and splice it together really cool and add this really cool music to it and have the pages. It's just cool shit that they do. And I don't know. It's just, I find it to be fun. And then I put it out on my Facebook page and nobody gives a shit. Because I don't know why nobody gives a shit. But in any case, doing the YouTube stuff is a ton of fun. And I've always said that you don't fail. I may have already said it in this podcast. You don't fail at something until you quit. All right. And like even Thomas Edison, when he, story goes that it took him 1,000 tries to create the light bulb. And on the 1,001th try, or 1,001st try, I don't even know how to say it, it worked. And when they asked him about all the other times, he said, That was not me. That was not me failing. That was just me learning how to not make a light bulb. So, or not make light, or whatever it is that they called it at the time. So that's cool. That's cool. And that's the way I look at it with YouTube. I just keep posting. Keep posting, and the rest of us out here are these other content creators. We bounce stuff off each other, and sometimes we hear the hard truth, but most of the time it's just supportive and, hey, let's go for it. And and I look at and all these guys, except for a couple, they all look like they're around my age. But in any case, I'm having a blast doing it. And so I want to talk about some stuff that's going to be coming up on the channel, and then I'll end this podcast. I'm into it for 15 minutes now. Here's things that are coming up. Number one, can a 56-year-old speed train and increase his club head speed, ball speed, and distance? Well, you're going to find that out because I've been speed training now. I am in my 7th week of speed training, and I'm using the Super Speed Sticks by Super Speed Golf. And I can tell you that I'm pleased with the results, and you'll have to wait for the video to come out. And it's going to come out probably, end of February, beginning of March time frame. I already have the baseline video that I did. I was going to make some videos where I did like a 4-week check-in, but I had all this other stuff that kept popping up, so I didn't do that. And so now I was going to do it this weekend for do a 7-week check-in, but I just got in the mail a new driver. I paid for it, but to review. And I hope I hate it because I have 6 drivers. But I did just box up the BombTech to send it back. BombTech is a great driver. It's a great driver. There's 7 wood that I have is the best fairway wood I've ever hit. I always say hidden. Best fairway wood I've ever hit. I am going to do a video of a head-to-head battle with the Lazarus 7 wood versus the BombTech 7 wood. So look for that to come up. I also have the golf ball testing videos coming up where I'm looking for the longest golf ball for me off the tee. And that is a series I'm doing that. It's not getting a lot of views, but I want to see it through at this point. And so I've already done it with the Titleist golf balls. I've done it with TaylorMade. Now I've already made the video with the Callaway balls. I used a Warbird, a Chrome Soft, and a Super Soft. And so I'll be putting that video together pretty soon. Just put out a video of the Wilson Staff Model X ball review. Really was impressed by that golf ball. So if you haven't seen that video, go out and give it a look. If you're listening to this podcast and you're not a subscriber, please give me a like and subscribe. You're you'd be welcome to the family. I am a normal guy golf. I'm a mid handicapper. I'm a 12. I've been as low as a 4 in my life. And I've called my channel Joey D's Golfing Journey because I am on a journey to become the best golfer I can be. And I'm actually putting in the work and time and effort to try to do so. And I'm putting it out there for the world to see. So, give me a like, give me a subscribe. It'd be really cool, really cool. And I think that's about it. So, I have to get creative in the off season in Connecticut. We got a lot of snow out there, and believe you me, it is cold, really cold. So, sometimes I make these podcasts as some fillers to just get out there on the channel. And so if you've made it this far in my babbling, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for listening. And until next time, this is Joey D signing off, and I want you guys to have a peaceful day and hit 'em straight.